who has won tonight, personifies nonpartisanship, absolute scales balance for justice in the state of North Carolina. There is no one who has the qualifications and the record, and I'm talking about a man who is squeaky clean, who has provided fairness, equality, and justice throughout the judicial system. And it is with extremely great pleasure that I present to you Justic Paul Newby.
So if you don't believe in miracles, try running statewide with the last name of Newby in a nonpartisan race and winning. Scooby-Doo, you vote for Newby may be clever, but I don't think you carry the day. Let me thank each of you for all that you've done. You know, for the last 8 years, I've worked so hard to simply apply the law in every case, to follow the law, to fairly and impartially uphold the law. And I know that you have been so supportive. I thank you for going around to friends and family and others and helping them understand the judicial races. Early on, it was clear that the polls showed that only 52% of North Carolinians believe that 3 judges are appointed and not elected. So, you know, even to get on the radar screen is difficult. It's easy to understand we've only been electing judges since 1868, so, you know, it takes a while for folks to catch on. But, you know, as I look around this room and I see so many folks that have been helpful to us, I want to thank each of you. I want to thank my campaign manager, David Osborne, is out there somewhere. David Osborne and I were high school friends, and I'm grateful for his help. Let me introduce my family. This is my wife, Megan. Everybody else. My son Peter, my daughter Sarah, my son Sam, and my daughter I want to assure you, as I've said all along, that the role of the judge is simply to follow the law, to apply it as intended, to uphold the fundamental constitutional rights. That is what I will do the next 8 years. That's what I've done the prior 8 years. I've been so fortunate to be able to do that. Our state constitution since 1776 says a frequent recurrence to fundamental principles is absolutely necessary to preserve the blessings of liberty. And that's one of the things that we do when we start thinking about judges and the role of judges, so different than any of the other 2 branches of government, and yet so important. The preamble to our state constitution is what I'll close with because to me it's so inspirational. It starts off by asking this fundamental question: what makes America, what makes North Carolina different? What's the source of our rights? So many other parts of the world say that rights come from government. We know in America that's not true. You see, in America we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all are created equal and endowed not by the government or Constitution or Bill of Rights, but endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. In the preamble to our state constitution written in 1868, emphasizes the source of these rights. It's why you and I and so many of us are involved in our governmental processes. It's about ideas and ideals that are much larger than ourselves. The preamble to our state constitution says, "We, the people of the state of North Carolina, grateful to Almighty God, the sovereign ruler of nations, for the preservation of American unity and the existence of our civil, political, and religious liberties, and acknowledging our dependence upon Him, upon God, for the continuation of those blessings, to us and our posterity. I'm grateful that the people of North Carolina have chosen me to once again help protect these fundamental God-given rights. And I also am so grateful that God has given me the privilege the last 8 years to serve as a justice, and now, as of tonight, to serve the people of the state of North Carolina for another 8 years as a justice on the North Carolina Supreme Court. Thank you.